Epilogue. Queen Kong.
Oh, is this a sequel to the other one? Mad editing skizzles at the end. Are you gonna re-show it all the way through?
Well, I never.
Ooh, I say. Oh, that is good.
Uh-oh.
Run, you fools! It's for real!
Oh, right, yeah, moving pictures. Oh dear. Is she gonna climb the Tower of Art? Yes. We've got to save the librarian.
I'm not sure whether they spent enough on the script for this movie. It seems to be all just special effects.
Is it intermission yet? I was hoping for something nice and sticky on a stick.
The only thing sticky around here is this finale. Get on with it!
Get on with it. Right, that's Granny for the broom.
Hello there, young man. Having a good day?
This is clearly some attempt at sarcasm. Haven't you got anything better to do than sit here all day?
Well, it's not every day I get to see a man torn to pieces by a giant elf.
Oh,
That's true. A rare occasion.
yes. Point taken. Are you sure this is where you want to be? I mean, it's not exactly safe, is it?
I don't know. The safest place seems to be wherever you are. I heard all those comments you made about the animation budget, you see.
She's right there, you know.
Oh, if you're off screen, anything can happen.
Waiting to see me get croaked, is she? Only the fact that this is the last scene of the game makes me refrain from saying something really acidic.
Yeah, there might not be a sequel. He said sadly.
See you later.
The broom.
Leave that alone. It's not for the likes of you.
But I need to save the library.
I'd best leave it alone. Granny might get jealous.
Oh, we're gone. Luggage.
Look at that lot. Like a school of...
Dibbler.
Bladders! Get your bladders here! Only a groat apiece, and even then I'm cutting my own throat.
Bladders? Are you taking the pic... Bladders?
Bladders, my friend, a rustic forerunner of the more familiar rubber balloon, as enjoyed by children. This is absolutely true. Who says computers aren't educational? I've got sheep bladders, vole bladders, moose bladders. You want a bladder? I'm your man.
You know, I believe you.
You can do other things besides blow 'em up, you know.
Water balloons.
Oh, dozens of uses a good bladder. Although, right now, I admit I can only think of one or two. One, really.
All right. I'd like to buy some bladders, please.
Certainly, Squire. Now then, what sort? We've got your rat, your vole, that's the field vole, meadow vole, and the killer Clatchian vole.
Oh dear.
A killer vole?
Oh yeah, you know the ones, 6 feet long, covered in poisonous spines, with incisors like chisel blades.
Ugh.
But I thought voles were sweet little things, you know, small and brown and covered with fur.
Not these ones, sir.
Hmm.
Take your arm off in an instant.
Vicious.
They've levelled whole continents.
Hmm.
Obliterated ships filled with puppies, baby kittens and innocent nuns.
Wait a minute. These look like sheep bladders. It comes to something when a poor sheep is finding its essential organs floating around as kiddies' balloons.
Sheep, sir? Never, sir. Catch me arming sweet little creatures with curly wool and big brown eyes? Nah, not on my life. Cut me own throat if I tell a lie. These have been taken from Clatchian voles. A life form so foul, sir, so venomous, so putrid and psychotic that the hunters, sir, the hunters were all awarded medals for services to humanity. Clatchian voles is like rabid sharks on legs, sir.
Oh, well, that's all right then. In that case, give me some of them.
Right you are, Squire.
I just hope they had time to go to the lavatory first, though.
Right. Oh dear, I need the broom. Let's talk to
What are
Windle.
you still doing here?
Doing? Well, I'm not dying, that's for sure. I've tried drowning, I've tried stabbing, I've tried hanging, and that's an extremely boring way to spend a night hanging around.
Hmm.
Yes, well,
Then I tried poison snakes, poison ivy, poison potions. Even tried me some of that deep water blowfish, but do you think I'd drop dead? Not a bit of it. I went to the worst reputed restaurant in Ankh-Morpork, and that was hard to find, let me tell you. I got a meal made by the owner's pet rat, called William. Still nothing. Can't even get a decent case of food poisoning in a town these days.
But it's gone downhill.
In my day and age, you went in fear of your life every time you went into a street cafe. There was your basic food poisoning, your lead poisoning from the cooking pots, ground glass from the mixing pestles,
yes, look, I really have to go.
and it bloody cost me 17 pence. 17! Just for a bit of fly-blown blowfish. For that kind of money, you'd expect them to throw in William the Rat as well. I ask you, how's a body supposed to get its last rites in this day and age? I am going to die if it's the last thing I do.
Wait, can I talk to Granny about the broom? Oh, Raven.
You can swap minds with this raven, can you?
Yes, I'm very good at it.
Oh, go on. You can't possibly manage to put all your knowledge and experience into that tiny little avian brain.
Of course I can. Just watch.
Right, I'm just going to steal a broom then.
What a clever woman. Clever, yet oddly dumb.
Off we go. course, yeah, King Kong. With the aircraft.
What is it now? The dead are supposed to rest in peace, you know.
Run! It's a falling giant woman!
And that's another thing. In my day, girls were sweet, demure little things, not 60-foot tall monsters like you apparently get now. And I'm also pretty sure that in my day, they all actually wore something under them.
No, Wendell.
Sometime later. So, it's you at last, is it? So where do you think you've been?
Sorry, it's been a bit of a confusing week.
Confusing? I've been undead since 10:30 on Tuesday morning. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but I lost 17 pence just on blowfish since I died. You'd think the afterlife would be cheaper, wouldn't you?
Well, I've said sorry, haven't I? Come on, let's have a curry before we go. My treat.
Aww.
Ah, well, all right. That is rather decent of you. By the way, I tried strangulation, drowning, poison, traffic accidents. I even listened to improvised jazz music. But that just made me wish that the musicians were dead anyway. How did I finally manage to go?
You got sat on by a giant elven queen.
Now there's one I never thought of trying. Still, if you gotta go.
The end.
There's a place you're always welcome, that's as nice as it can be. Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free. That's death. No need to take a breath, just lie around all day with not a single bill to pay. Hooray, that's death. No more sicknesses or flu. If you've lived beyond your means, you can die beyond them too. Boo-hoo. Well, the greatest and the finest have already died. Why not simply join them on the other side? That's death. Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. Nothing here to hurt you, no one's here to nag. Come die with me if your life's a drag. That's death. For wealthy and well-bred, all of them are here, and they're all completely dead. That's death. No more headaches, no more pain.
Well, there we are. Discworld 2, Missing Presumed. I really enjoyed that. I think I preferred it to the first one. Although there were a few times in this one, like I think in this last session where we had, I assume that was Veterinary with the Assassin's Guild, and it seemed like they had a bit of material that sounds like it comes from the book, but for some reason it didn't click as well. I don't know if that's because the writing was slightly different, or if it's just a different medium means that certain things don't work as well. Writing in general though was brilliant. I think I only had one issue with puzzles, and that was towards the end where I just assumed that the saddlebags were for taking things out of. So, and finally a use for the arm, which I had just kind of assumed was quite useless. But I think we did use all of the objects we picked up. I know there's a few games where you can get loads of items, and sometimes just there's quite a few that are just useless. So it didn't have that. So I love the narrative, I love the puzzles. I think the animation the graphics were kind of an improvement from Discworld 1. I think generally, as often happens, I think the second one was better. There is a third Discworld game, I don't have it, it's Discworld Noir, and you play as a completely new character. You don't play as Rincewind, Rincewind doesn't come back, which is quite sad. But yes, that was a lot of fun. I thank you for joining me. It has been a while to get through a lot of games just with everything that's been going on. There's been a few times where I've just not been able to have enough material to feel confident in uploading regularly. And then some days I just forget to upload, which isn't great. No idea what's going to happen next. I've got quite a while to think about it. I might actually put a vote up on Patreon just as a reward for those who've stuck with me through everything. But we'll think about that as we go on. It might be another puzzle game, but I'm already doing quite a few puzzles. I might put a few RPGs on the list. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Or I might just pick. I don't know. I haven't worked that bit out yet. But there we go. Thank you for watching, and if you've watched the whole thing, a definite thanks for putting up with everything and the massive break in between. But thank you for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.